Like Dr. Disrespect says, I don't even know why I try anymore. We are live, man! Oh my God, was this show insufferable tonight, man. This was a major test for me tonight. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus. United States Open Challenge triple threat match. It was awesome. Rated RK Bro. They're awesome. The rest of this show is not awesome at all. Everything felt like a last-minute rewrite. That's exactly what it felt like tonight. Also on tap, Matt Riddle shoots on Roman Reigns. And Keith Lee is undergoing major changes. We may be looking at the new monster heel on Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go over it all tonight in the venue. It's Monday night. It's AEW week. Screw this show, man. But I'm live and you're here. And this is the Monday Night Raw post show on Off the Script. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Monday Night Raw post show for August 30th, 2021. I'm JD from New York, and this is the OTS venue. I don't even know why I try anymore, man. I don't know why I try anymore. This show was absolutely insufferable to sit through tonight, starting from the first 15 minutes. And it did not make any of the rest of the show better. You know, I don't even know what to say as far as making fun of this show anymore. I just really don't know what to say. But if you guys watched tonight, John Morrison versus Omas, and Nia Jax versus Charlotte Flair, which, by the way, the champion once again lost clean on the show. Don't matter who it is. If you're a champion, forget about it. If you watch these two matches tonight, that would give you a pretty clear indication about the current status and current vibe of Monday Night Raw. It was absolutely embarrassing to a point where if I showed people what I do and what I have to watch every Monday night, I would feel so shitty about myself, man. I would not show this to anybody that is relatively close to me. I would not watch this show with any of my family members. It is just so terrible. It is so terrible. And we have Extreme Rules. We have Extreme Rules. What's Extreme Rules? 3-4 weeks away? You guys are talking about Mr. Dips in the fucking chat. I don't understand this shit. Audio is out of sync. Audio is late. I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on? Oh, it is late. Listen, man, I have no idea. I have no idea why that is, man. It must be the new camera that I'm using. It must be the new camera that I'm using. Let me see what's going on here. It does look a little laggy. I don't really know why. But, I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. If I could do anything. I don't think anything is really off. Man, this Elgato face cam is really fucking me up, man. Every time. This is actually on my laptop. I'm not even at home right now. This is on my laptop. So if you guys are, listen, if you guys got to deal with the fucking millisecond of lag behind, man, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do live. It's nothing. Refresh the fucking stream, man. Refresh the stream. I'm going to refresh the stream. I don't know what to do. It's out of sync. It's out of sync by what? A fucking cunt tear. It's out of sync. So what? So what? I thought I looked 3 years young. Yeah, I had a bad fucking day, man. The audio is fine on Daryl's end, man. So listen. Listen. It is what it is. Lower the resolution. I can't lower the resolution. Then let me see. If I lower the resolution, yeah, we're gonna go trial and error right here on the show. Watch. This is what we do. Look, let me see. If I lower the resolution, let's see if that fixes it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on one second. If I lower the resolution on the camera, let's see. If I go to 1280, is that going to do anything? Let's see. Now look where I am. Look. Now I got to position myself. And look, I look like fucking Humberto. There you go. Look, it's better. Does it work? Hey, look. Look, I'm in sync now. Look. Oh, my goodness, man. There you go. Everything's better. Everything's better. It's fine on your end. I had it, listen, you know what it was? It was the fact that I had it in 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's what happened. Anyway, let's get back to business. Now that we got this shit out of the way. I look like fucking Honey, I Shrunk the JD over here. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Everybody knows it's better now. Yeah. Trial and error. Yeah, there you go. Listen, man, Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was awful. Monday Night Raw was terrible. You know, it's becoming very repetitious for me. And I don't want to come on here and start raving and yelling like a banshee, man. There really is nothing to yell about. There really is nothing to yell about. You guys see how unorganized they are for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. I don't even know what the WWE Championship match is going to be. What is the WWE Championship match going to be at Extreme Rules? Is it going to be Bobby Lashley versus Randy Orton? Is it going to be Bobby Lashley versus Damian Priest? Is it going to be Bobby Lashley versus Sheamus? What are we doing? It's amazing how they think that they're creating intrigue on Monday night by not booking a WWE Championship match for the pay-per-view, but all they're doing is showing you how unorganized they are. I don't know why Randy Orton would be a number one contender for the WWE Championship when he just won the Tag Team Championships. You know, when you win a Tag Team Championship, you should focus on the Tag Team Championship. When you win a United States Championship, you should focus on defending the United States Championship. That doesn't mean you're the number one contender for the WWE Championship. I don't know where they're going as far as those two championships are concerned. And then we have Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax. Now, I don't give a shit about Charlotte Flair. I never gave a shit about Charlotte Flair from the moment she stepped foot on the main roster. But to have Nia Jax, and this is what people don't understand, to have Nia Jax pin Charlotte Flair clean after what I thought was a horrendous match. That is just a travesty upon travesties. I don't think anybody realizes, if you're a Nikki ASH fan, I don't think you realize how that further buries Nikki Ash, Nikki Trash. Because all that building up that you did for Charlotte to take down the almost superhero, and then Nia Jax go in there and then just like that, easy, 1, 2, 3. Don't you think that does harm to Nikki Ash as well? This is what WWE doesn't understand. They have a line, and they don't give a shit if what they're doing affects anybody else before Charlotte won the championship or after Charlotte won the championship. They are very reckless in what they do. They're very reckless in what they do creatively. And this show was absolutely reckless, and it felt reckless tonight. It almost felt like, right out of the gate, that Vince McMahon had ordered a rewrite, and that's exactly what we got in the opening segment. I thought they winged the entire opening segment, and it came off terrible. People were like, oh my God, this was a fun open to Monday Night Raw. Are you serious? A fun open? We had fun here fixing my fucking camera. We had fun looking at mini-size JD. We didn't have fun watching the opening 15 minutes of Monday Night Raw as 6 superstars came out in rotation like a bunch of fucking circus geeks to try and wing themselves a WWE Championship match or a United States Championship match in 4 weeks. I don't find that to be entertaining. This show was absolutely abysmal tonight in every sense of the word, minus Damian Priest. That is it. So we're going to go over what happened on the show tonight. We're going to go over what happened with Matt Riddle. He was interviewed by Bleacher Report. He did a shoot interview, apparently, on Roman Reigns. I don't know if it was really a shoot. The way I read it, it almost sounded like Matt Riddle was coming off in character. But, I mean, I love that we have somebody in the company that doesn't give a fuck about anything. And what he says. What he said could have gotten him buried by management. And he just didn't give a shit. He didn't care. So we'll go over that. And then I got news on Adam Cole, baby. He ain't showing up on Monday Night Raw, I'll tell you that. I know where he's showing up. He's showing up in AEW. He ain't showing up in WWE. According to sources, Adam Cole is now 100% a free agent, and he is now 100% playing the field. No, he's not looking for a new girlfriend. He's got the Dr. Britt Baker DMD train rolling right along behind him. But Adam Cole is the biggest free agent out there, and I got news on where he's going to end up and what's going on with him. And I also got news on Keith Lee. Apparently, Keith Lee is undergoing a complete repackage. Don't know what was wrong with the original Keith Lee, but not only is he getting a repackage, he's actually going on and getting a heel turn. We're about to turn Keith Lee into a monster heel on Monday Night Raw. I guess he is limitless no more. Now he's going to be the monster on Monday night, so we'll talk about that as well on the show. I don't believe you guys got mini-size JD trending here in the chat. I mean, this is why I call it off the script, man. This is why I call it off the script. There's always a fucking problem every time I work on the goddamn laptop, man. Whether it's this goddamn camera that I spent $200 on or this fucking computer. Speaking of which, my monster PC should be ready for pickup when I get back from Chicago this coming weekend. So we'll be having fun with that. We got a lot of things coming up. I got some super chat emojis for you guys. I got in-chat emojis coming. My design team, Deviate Arts, they are working on that. So hopefully we'll have that at the end of the month. And then we got a brand new t-shirt coming out, man. I got someone specifically that is an art designer from Pro Wrestling Tees doing this. I can't wait to show you this shirt, man. If you guys love Final Fantasy VII, if you guys love the lore of Final Fantasy VII, and you want me to incorporate myself into the world of Final Fantasy VII, man, you are going to love this shirt. I can't wait. This is going to be a #1 seller, man. I think this may sell out over the JD is Negan shirt. I can't wait to show you. I will be in Chicago on Saturday afternoon. Whether I do the Fan Fest, I don't know, but Jesse and I will be lingering about. I'll probably have a cold beverage or four in my hand. Yes, I can juggle. And we will be probably attending the Fan Fest. We will have a meet and greet. I got a location nailed down. I'm sorry, Richard, if you're listening to the fucking show, man. I'm a procrastinator. I was supposed to call you yesterday, but I got into some family drama. So I will text you after all of this dies down. I will text you tomorrow, but we got a location nailed down, ladies and gentlemen. We will be at the Granite City Brewery in Schaumburg, right outside the Fan Fest, and I will be there, and the meet and greet is going to be at 8 p.m. We may go all night, man. They got some good fucking beers over there, and they got some damn good-looking food. So we will be at the Granite City Brewing. This is Jesse approved, by the way, because I can't do nothing without going through him. And then we will be there at 8 p.m. So if you guys are going to be in Chicago for All Out, and you guys are going to be attending the Fan Fest and need something to do, you need something to drink, you need something to eat, you're going to come over and see me, and we're going to make this the biggest meet and greet of all time. Because we did one in Jacksonville. I loved everybody there. It was very small. It was very intimate, but Jacksonville is not a real wrestling town. We are in a wrestling town in Chicago, man. I want to blow the roof off the Granite City Brewery. That's it. So you're going to show up there 8 p.m., and we will have fun in Chicago. And then I will be attending All Out Sunday night with Jesse, and we will be amongst history because CM Punk is going to be wrestling Darby Allin. Daniel Bryan is going to be making his debut at All Out for AEW. What he does and where he shows up, I don't know. I have a couple of ideas. We'll talk about that on Wednesday when we're live with Jesse. We may see Adam Cole show up on Sunday night. We don't know, man. We don't know. But we got other rumors going around. Tony Khan says he's got a lot of surprises in store. No, Ruby Riot's going to show up. Tessa Blanchard may show up. We don't know. He's got a whole list of people that he says that he signed and he's going to be unveiling in the coming weeks. We don't know what they are or who they are, but Tony Khan is doing everything right now, man. He really is. I don't even want to be talking about WWE right now. I just want to be talking about AEW because they are the hottest thing in town right now, and I can't wait to see you guys in Chicago. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, man. We are now verified. I'm one of the checkmark geeks on Twitter. At JD from NY206. I'm as cool as Sean Ross Sapp now. I'm as cool as all these other geeks in the community that are now verified. At least now I can make the fucking checkmark look cool, man. At least I can make it look cool because who's going to be shitting on the product like me? None of those guys are. I am. So we're going to do that. And I thank you guys for getting me to that point, man. Verified on Twitter is a big deal. I know I triggered some of the dark realm of Twitter with my check mark. Oh, I don't believe he got verified, man. Well, what are we doing? I think we lost the battle. Yeah, motherfucker, you lost the battle. I ain't going anywhere. I ain't going anywhere, man. With the check mark comes great power and great responsibility. And what I do with it, go fuck yourself. That's what I do with it. I can't wait to really dive deep into what's going on with the Twitterverse now that I'm verified, man. So follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you guys go check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. We did a great, one of my favorite shows of the year, man. Episode 388 of the podcast on Saturday. We talked about Becky Lynchburg. She is as bad as Bill Goldberg after what she did at SummerSlam to Bianca Belair. So if you guys want my rant on that, it's very visceral, it's very direct, and I don't stutter. I usually never do, only when I'm drunk. But if you guys want that, go and check it out on Saturday. Excellent, excellent viewing and excellent, excellent listen on episode 388. Patreon.com/JD from NY206 if you guys want to support. And today's show is sponsored by Dr. Squatch. DrSquatch.com. Use code SCRIPTS at checkout for 20% off. Some of you people said that the code wasn't working. I do believe it is working now. So make sure you guys go and check that. I use it every day. I use their soaps and shampoos, so I don't know why you guys wouldn't use it. If I'm using it, you should all be using it. They got some great shit over at Dr. Squatch, and you can save yourself 20% off. That's DrSquatch.com. Use code SCRIPTS at checkout. Richard, I know you hear me, bro. I just got your text. I apologize. I'll text you soon, man. I appreciate all your help, and I'll tell you exactly what was going on and why I didn't text you on Sunday night when you were free and available to speak. But we will talk about that a little bit later. Make sure you guys get your Super Chats in as well, man. The last call will happen at the end of the show, a.k.a. the Super Chats. Make them count. Get them on in. And make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. We have 577 likes. I appreciate all the likes, but I would love if we could get over 1,000. So make sure you guys go and do that for me down below. I appreciate all you guys. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw starts off with Damian Priest. He walks out. Very lukewarm reaction. I hope the fans really just gravitate to Damian Priest a little bit more and more and more every single week. That's the product of WWE kind of leaving him in mid-card purgatory for 8 months, battling Johnny Drip Drip, John Morrison, and The Miz, and putting fucking Damian Priest and The Miz in goddamn zombie matches, which I will not reiterate here because it was absolutely embarrassing, but that's the product of that. If they took him to be serious like they're taking him to be serious now, then Damian Priest would be a little bit more over for it. But we had to wait all this time to get him to where he is right now. So he introduced Monday Night Raw in Spanish. I didn't understand a goddamn word he said because I don't speak it. And he always wanted to do that, he said. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, like it's the new fucking thing. It's like pointing at the WrestleMania logo every WrestleMania season. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Don't welcome me to Raw. I don't want to be here. I never want to be here. He says he's going to be a U.S. champion fans can be proud of. I wish you were on a show that I could be proud of watching. I wish it worked both ways. It doesn't. Showing it the respect and honor it deserves. Yes, please shuffle that off to Bruce Prichard. Nobody respects and appreciates Monday Night Raw. He cited Rey Mysterio as a worthy United States champion. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Jeff Hardy and John Cena as good examples of United States champions. He said Bobby Lashley did not represent the United States Championship. I don't think he gives a shit about the WWE United States Championship because he is the WWE champion. So he doesn't care. He says he showed everybody what kind of champion he is last week when he ran like a coward. He said that will not be him. He promised everyone he will handle things the right way. He then said why we're here, or while we're here, the United States Open Challenge starts right now. Great. Let's get it over with. Sheamus walks out. Priest kind of sighed in frustration, as did I, because I knew exactly where this segment was going. So, great hospitality, guys, he says, as the fans are booing Mr. Sheamus. He says that he agrees with Priest. He says he likes that Priest has that smile on his face, vowing to defend the United States Championship with honor, even if these people don't deserve it. He says he's going to use his bro kick to wipe the smile off of his face and take back his gold. Then Drew McIntyre came out. He says as much as he wants to see Priest beat Sheamus' ass for the 500th time, they're just making fun of it right in plain sight. Like we see rematches every fucking week. So now they're having the wrestlers come out and make fun of it, which I don't appreciate because it ruins the show. He said that though the WWE Universe deserves something new. He says he won the IC title, he won the WWE title, he won the tag team titles, but he wants the one title that has eluded him for the rest of his career. The United States Championship. Well, being that this one has eluded you, Mr. McIntyre, I think the only reason why you're going after it is because you can't get a WWE Championship match because Bobby Lashley's the champion. And as per the stipulation, as long as Bobby Lashley is the WWE champion, you get jack shit. So that's why he's going after the United States title. He proposed Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest tonight. I say yes, because this is a new match. It's a fresh match. I'd like to see it. So Drew walked up to Priest and said maybe an inch on him height-wise, or an inch on him height-wise. Priest says to a yelling Sheamus, I kind of like his idea. So then Lashley and MVP walk out. Fans taunted Lashley with very weak Goldberg chants, which we all know is going to happen, as you guys saw on Twitter today. WrestleVotes obviously stated that Bill Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley will be taking place in October at the Saudi Crown Jewel show. So I will have my Bleach on the Rocks ready for yet another terrible Goldberg performance. You know, I thought we were getting 2 matches with this guy per year. Now this is the third match for Bill Goldberg. I guess that money's just too good to pass up from the king himself, right? So we got to suffer through another Bill Goldberg match, a third one for the year of 2021. Awesome. So they walked out, and fans taunted Lashley with a Goldberg chant. So MVP said that problem has already been taken care of. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Goldberg even stated on, I think, a Twitter video. He made a video on Twitter saying that he's going to take Bobby Lashley's soul in Saudi Arabia. He knows a thing or two about taking people's souls, man. They die inside every time fucking people watch him. So he knows a thing or two about that. Said Priest's open challenge is admirable, but not necessarily good for business. He said it'll be good for business if Lashley beats Priest to become a dual champion. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle came out next. They came out to Randy Orton's music, being that they're rated RK Bro. So fans are chanting RK Bro. They're heavily behind these guys. Orton said everything MVP said sucks. Riddle says, yeah, but not like a Roomba, because that's what they're supposed to do. I don't know who writes this guy's shit, but it's awfully cringe, number one. And number two, Roombas don't work like advertised, man. I fucking hate them. I know people that have had Roombas. I know people that do have Roombas now and live and die by the fucking Roomba. They don't work. You know what works? Manual labor. Give me a broom and a fucking dustpan and let me go to work, man. Nothing cleans the floor like a good old-fashioned fucking sweep into a dustpan. The Roombas don't work, man. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. You're gonna pay $500 fucking dollars for a goddamn fucking mechanical robot that's gonna scare the fucking cats away into the next room, shivering under the fucking bed because they don't know what the fucking thing is, and then you're gonna let this thing go all around the house and it cleans up nothing. When it gets done with its cycle, I'm asking the fucking thing, hey, asshole, I got dust bunnies in the fucking corner. I paid $500 for you to leave a goddamn dust bunny on the goddamn floor. And I gotta pick it up. What the fuck am I spending $500 for? Like fucking Roombas on Monday Night Raw. I'm ranting about a goddamn fucking vacuum. So we got Roomba references by Matt Riddle. Orton said Lashley is being greedy. Riddle said it's physically impossible to hold two championships. Orton covered up Riddle's mic with his hand, pushed it down, and said something along the lines of, listen, man, just shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth. So Lashley said maybe he'll choose to take the tag team titles. Riddle said he has a great idea. And Riddle issued an open challenge against Lashley and his own personal rodeo clown, MVP. So Orton whispered again, you do know that's not how an open challenge works, right? So he issued a challenge that was not necessarily open. He just issued a challenge. And MVP said, whoa. Your partner is dumb enough to really give that option to us. We're going to take it. And then he said to Sheamus and Priest and McIntyre, good luck in your match, because when Priest gets his ass kicked, Bobby Lashley's coming for the United States Championship. And that's the way the segment went off the air. Or Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce came out. But that's pretty much way the segment went off the air. They made these two matches. You got Bobby Lashley, the MVP, versus Riddle and Orton. Then you got the triple threat match with Priest, Sheamus, and McIntyre. The opening segment, man, I say word for word what Jesse said to me tonight. He texted me. The opening 15 minutes of this show and the opening segment of the show had ruined the rest of the show for me. It has left a bad taste in my mouth that I don't even want to watch anymore. These segments are absolutely horrendous in every sense of the word. WWE is stuck on fucking old, formulaic bullshit. It's fine if Damian Priest is out there. Give Damian Priest the stage to cut a goddamn promo, man. Give him the mic and have him speak to the fans. He knows how to cut a promo, and he's a very good speaker. But when you start bringing Sheamus out there, his theme music goes off. Then Drew McIntyre's theme music goes off. He comes out. Then Bobby Lashley and MVP. Bobby Lashley's music comes on, and they come out. Then Randy Orton and Matt Riddle comes out with their theme music, with Randy Orton's theme music. It's like, do you know how ridiculous that looks from a viewer's perspective? I don't really understand why we need to hear everybody's theme music and why everybody needs to come out and stand on the fucking stage speaking what they have written for them in the back. That was probably handed to them about 10 minutes before they went live on the air. It's so ridiculous. It's like you're watching a totally scripted television program written and run and produced by a bunch of fucking people that don't know how to make things captivating and interesting. It is so old-fashioned. If I was running Monday Night Raw, one of the things, a lot of people ask me, JD, what would you change about Monday Night Raw to be better? I would eliminate segments like this. Do you know what is most effective? Especially when heels come out and they have something to say to the babyface. They come out with no music. They come out through the curtain and they got a fucking microphone, and as soon as they open their mouth and you hear their voice, you rain boos down upon them. You don't need theme music to go off. You don't need 6 fucking theme musics to go off. It almost looks like I'm watching a goddamn play. Act 1, Scene 1. Act 1, Scene 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's exactly what I was watching here. I complain about this every so often. It is so formulaic for WWE that they don't know how to break it. It's so habitual to them. I can't stand it. It legitimately felt like it was produced at the last fucking second. It looked like they winged the entire 15 minutes. It really did. It honestly looked like they sent them out there without any fucking script at all, and they were like, oh, let's make a fucking show out of these 6 guys. Then you got Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville coming out, and they're fucking cringe as a duo. I can't stand them anymore. And it's, like I said, they look like they winged the entire segment. It is just awful television. It's not captivating. It's not interesting. None of it's funny. They tried to be humorous and funny. None of it's funny. Randy Orton covering Matt Riddle's microphone. Matt Riddle talking about fucking $500 vacuums. None of it's funny. And I'm sitting there thinking, what's the fucking main event for Extreme Rules? How are you going to get me to care about a WWE Championship match when I don't really care about any of these contenders? And if you're thinking about Priest and Bobby Lashley at the pay-per-view, don't. I don't know why anybody thinks Bobby Lashley versus Damian Priest in a champion versus champion match, A, is good for Priest, or B, makes any sense at all. If there's one thing I want to see after tonight, it's more Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. That's what I want to see. I don't know where they go with Bobby Lashley. I really don't. I don't know where they go into Survivor Series, because you all know I'm thinking fucking 2 months ahead. I'm thinking Lashley and Reigns, because that's exactly what it's going to be. Bill Goldberg should not be the WWE champion. If they make him champion and they give us Goldberg versus Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, you may see the angriest me that you've seen all year. That is not what we're doing to Bobby Lashley. What you're doing with Bobby Lashley is getting him through the rest of this year and having him go into WrestleMania next year as the WWE champion. That's what you're doing. Because I don't know if you realize that somebody by the name of Brock Lesnar is back. And I think if you are now looking at Brock Lesnar signing another 1-year contract with the WWE that gives him now 8 matches for this year and next year total, one of those matches has to be Bobby Lashley. And one of those matches is going to happen at WrestleMania. And if you don't do it at WrestleMania, I think you're fucking losing out on major, major money. I don't know why we're contemplating Bobby Lashley and Bill Goldberg and Bobby Lashley and Priest and Orton. Nobody gives a shit. Is Bobby Lashley going to be as strong as Roman Reigns? I hope so. Because that's the one match that everybody wants to see, and that's the only match that I give a fuck about as it pertains to Brock Lesnar. Lesnar and Reigns is happening in Saudi. Goldberg and Lashley is happening in Saudi. Goldberg loses. Lesnar loses. We get Reigns versus Lashley at the Survivor Series. And what you do is you have Brock Lesnar interfere in that match so you keep both Reigns and Lashley looking strong. You have Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar stare down at the Survivor Series. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar win the Royal Rumble, but maybe WWE gives him an opportunity to become the number 1 contender some way, somehow next year, and Bobby Lashley is still the WWE champion, and we get Lesnar getting the number one contendership, getting to Lashley, and doing that match at WrestleMania. Then we do Lashley versus Lesnar and Roman versus The Rock. If you talk about WrestleMania, I don't know if you could get any bigger than doing that at WrestleMania. That's what needs to happen. And if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be very pleased. Everything needs to make sense. Right now, nothing is making sense. Bobby Lashley seems to be being put in this position where I think they're going to make him look strong. Feed him. Feed him, Randy Orton. Feed him. But don't feed him Priest. Because then that's going to have the opposite effect of what we're doing. Damian Priest is hot. You don't want to stifle that. So if it's Damian Priest versus Bobby Lashley at the pay-per-view, I don't want to see it. Because that doesn't mean anything good for Damian Priest. Damian Priest should worry about the fucking United States Championship. Bobby Lashley should worry about the WWE Championship. I don't know why we're mingling the two. They're only mingling the two because WWE is so desperate for new matches that they've run through everything. Oh, the one match that we haven't done. Yes, please stay away from it for now because it's going to benefit one and not the other. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. Long-term planning. I don't know why it's so easy for me to long-term book, and yet here we are. It seems like this show was booked in the last 15 fucking minutes before they went live on USA Network. Rhea Ripley, cringely, comes out with the almost superhero, but always a loser, Nikki Trash. She went against Shayna Baszler with Nia Jax. Do you guys remember? What was it, 2019? Correct me if I'm wrong, man. I'm terrible with dates and years. What was it, 2019, December, I believe? Remember when we had Rhea Ripley, who was just getting hot, right? She was great. She was organic. She was natural. Everything that they did with her was just natural progression. Shayna Baszler was with the most dominating NXT Women's Champion, not named Asuka. And she dropped the title to Rhea Ripley on that December episode of NXT. There was a big celebration, and Rhea Ripley was crowned the new queen of the NXT Women's Division. Remember that? Remember the feud that they had? Remember the November that Rhea Ripley had? It was 2020. Gabe in the chat says 2020. I'm sorry. Was it 2020? I thought it was 19. Could swear it was 19. I don't know. 2018. Who gives a shit what year it was? You guys know what I'm talking about. Remember that match? It was excellent. That match was excellent. Do you guys now look at Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler in the same way? I know I don't. Yet two women on the NXT roster that were at the top of their game. And then you got the two women that were in that moment on this show in 2021, and both of them could not feel any more ice cold. Any more. It was 2019. I knew I had it right. People are fucking 2007, 2021. Get the fuck out of here, man. 1995. You guys are a bunch of fucking assholes. Look at these two women now on Monday Night Raw, man. Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler have not come close to having as great of a moment on the main roster since that match. Oh, but JD, Rhea Ripley was at WrestleMania. She won the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. I don't care. I don't care. It was a dead match. It was a match that didn't even make any sense, let alone having the match happen. Shayna Baszler hasn't gotten a singles victory since February. No, but I'm supposed to sit here and think that they're better because they're on the main roster compared to what they did in NXT. These two women are absolutely as dead as anybody I could possibly tell you in the women's division. Awful. Absolutely awful. The match itself wasn't bad. So Rhea Ripley comes out. She introduced Nikki Trash and says Nikki's going to be in her corner. Nikki comes out to crickets. Do I have the crickets queued up? Let me see. Do I have them on this fucking soundboard? Yes, I do. This is what Nikki Ash comes out to. She comes out, nobody cares. She comes out, she looks like a loser. She comes out, she looks like a fucking Batgirl wannabe cosplayer, dressed for fucking Comic-Con, where all the little kiddies are gonna come up to her. Oh my God, you're so great. And then all the fucking people like me are gonna be pointing and laughing. Get this shit off the fucking show, man. Awful. She's dead. What she needs to do is she needs to turn into the fucking Dark Knight. That's what she needs to do. She needs to go rogue. She needs to be the Dark Knight, like fucking Christian Bale, man. Coming down from buildings, get herself a darker suit, start speaking in a fucking heavy accent. That's what she needs to do. Enough of this shit. She comes out and she's fucking jumping up and down like a goddamn geek. Nobody cares about her. Oh, but if there's somebody that's gonna get it over, it's gonna be Nikki Ash. She didn't get anything over. I'd love to know how her merchandise is selling. I'd love to know. That's a clear indication about what's failing and what's succeeding on the main roster. I can't imagine people buying these fucking t-shirts for Nikki Ash. So she's in Rhea Ripley's corner. Nia Jax is in Shayna Baszler's corner. Nikki was giving Ripley a pep talk. Oh my God. That's exactly what I need during my fucking match. A pep talk by fucking Batgirl. Baszler put Ripley in a Kirifuda clutch. Jax attacked Batgirl on the outside. Gave her a Samoan drop. When Rhea Ripley noticed this chaos on the outside, Baszler rolled her up from behind. Ripley counted it and scored a 3 count out of nowhere in a very fluky fashion. So Rhea Ripley wins in 11 minutes. Jax gave Baszler a Samoan drop in the ring, and that was it. Goodbye. Was it Baszler or Ripley? I put Baszler. I wish that, I put Jax gave Baszler a Samoan drop in the ring, and I'm not even sure if it really fucking happened. Because I want them to break up so fucking badly. I want them split from each other. But Nia Jax apparently is going on a solo run, so I guess fuck us. Because that's exactly what we asked for. Fuck Shayna Baszler. The Viking Raiders were in the back, and they had this red lighting with this foggy atmosphere. I guess that's WWE's interpretation of fucking Vikings, but here we are. Viking Raiders are talking about the tag team division. After tonight, everyone will realize the raid is on. The raid is on, huh? The raid can't be on when you're on 1 week and then you're off the show the next 6 weeks. I'd love the fucking Viking Raiders if they were pushed in a serious manner. WWE doesn't love tag team wrestling, so I guess these guys are falling by the wayside. They don't give a shit. Ivar came back to what? Nothing. Send these guys back down to NXT and let's bring up somebody else from... Bring up Imperium. Bring up the grizzled young veterans and trade them for the fucking Viking Raiders, man. Get these guys off the show. They're awful. WWE has just ruined everything that is great in NXT, man. All the time. Every single time you love something in NXT, it gets called to the main roster. More likely than not, it will fucking die. The Viking Raiders are a part of that. So we got the Viking Raiders versus Jinder Mahal and Veer. This is WWE's tag team division on Monday Night Raw, folks. Jinder Mahal and Veer. Great. Great. So Ivar leapt off the apron and flip-dived onto Jinder and Veer. A few seconds later in the ring, the Raiders double-slammed Jinder and scored a clean victory. And that was it. That was it. Jinder Mahal, man. We all were terrified that this guy was going to be battling Drew McIntyre for the WWE title in the main event scene on Monday Night Raw. Now we're just terrified that Jinder Mahal is on Monday Night Raw with Veer and Shanky, his 2 fucking accomplices. Get them off the show. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus for the United States Championship. This was by far the best thing on the entire show. This was awesome. It's probably the best triple threat match in WWE on Raw all year. This was great. And the ending was awesome. So Sheamus and Priest and McIntyre battling for the United States Championship. I don't know where they're going as far as the WWE Championship is concerned, but I hope if one thing comes out of this, we get more Drew McIntyre and more Damian Priest. That's what I really want. I think Sheamus should go on and do something else. What that is, I don't know, because I don't want to shit on Sheamus. He's been one of the MVPs on this show, man. I don't like the mask. I think the mask is a little cliche. I think the mask is a little outplayed as far as him breaking his nose. He's probably wearing it because he has to. But I don't really like it that it's become part of his gimmick. Sheamus doesn't need masks. He doesn't need weapons. He doesn't need fucking cheap ways out. Sheamus beats the shit out of you, and that's what he does. So the quicker he gets rid of that mask, the better. I want more Priest, and I want more Drew McIntyre. This is exactly what we need, man. Shit like this. And if McIntyre and Priest are going to be mingling together, it's going to be a great test. And not just a great test, it's going to be an eye-opening thing for a lot of fans, because it's going to put Damian Priest in that upper echelon of main event guy, because he'll be able to hang with a guy like Drew McIntyre, who led this show, carried this show on his back during a pandemic with the WWE Championship. So I think this is great all around for him. To be mingling with Drew McIntyre, to be pinning Drew McIntyre, to be working with Drew McIntyre. If you could work with Drew McIntyre, who Vince McMahon fucking adores, and Drew McIntyre's high on you and you pass the test, there's no way they could fuck this up. It's only good things, fam. So we go to a small commercial break. Sheamus was beating Priest down. He hit Priest with a flying clothesline. Goes for a cover, only gets a 2 count. Sheamus sent McIntyre into the ring post. Priest fought back. Sheamus cut him off with a backbreaker. Sheamus started clubbing Priest's chest and posed until McIntyre went after him with an overhead suplex and a neck breaker. Sheamus avoided a charge, and McIntyre went into the post again. Priest knocked down Sheamus with a spinning heel kick. Priest hit McIntyre with a series of strikes and boots, and McIntyre booted him and knocked him out of the ring. McIntyre followed with a big flip dive over the top rope, wiped both guys out. He followed up with a Michinoku driver on Damian Priest. That got him a 2 count. So we got another big spot here where Sheamus hung McIntyre upside down on the turnbuckles and set up Priest for a superplex. McIntyre sat up and sent both of them down with a big suplex of his own. Great spot. We go to another commercial break, and McIntyre and Sheamus traded strikes until Sheamus hit an Alabama slam. Sheamus applied a cloverleaf. Priest kicked him in the head, hit a choke slam, but McIntyre broke up the cover. Priest set up for the reckoning on McIntyre, but Sheamus hit the bro kick on him. Priest fell out of the ring, so Sheamus couldn't make the cover. McIntyre gave Sheamus the Future Shock DDT. Then he went for the Claymore, and Sheamus caught him with a huge bro kick and knocked him down for a very close near fall. I actually thought that was the ending of the match. I really thought that was the ending of the match. Sheamus hit white noise off the middle rope. McIntyre kicked out, and Priest dove in off camera to break up the cover. Awesome spot with the white noise off the middle rope. McIntyre knocked Sheamus out of the ring with a Claymore. McIntyre and Priest had an exchange that led to Priest hitting the reckoning for the 1, 2, 3. I don't know what McIntyre was going for, but Priest transitioned into the reckoning, got it on him, got the clean win, and that was it. After the match, McIntyre shook hands with Priest. Excellent match. And Damian Priest is over with management, man. He would not be in this match pinning the former WWE champion clean in a triple threat match. WWE could have easily booked him to pin Sheamus and kept McIntyre strong. McIntyre laid down. Priest got the clean win. Priest is still the United States champion, and he shook hands with the biggest babyface on the show. He shook hands with the number 1 guy on the entire show. Drew McIntyre is number 2 in this company next to Roman Reigns as far as hierarchy in WWE. If you don't think Damian Priest is over, I don't know what you're smoking. Damian Priest is going on to do great things, and it's great to see, not because we all love Priest, not because Priest is talented. Priest is a 5-tool player. He's got it all. He's a little bit older, but he's got it all. His age should not factor into WWE pushing him. He's relatively new to the main roster. A lot of people are still really becoming Damian Priest fans. But the one thing that WWE is showing us here is that they love to pick and choose who they want to succeed coming up from NXT. It seems like Matt Riddle has broken through that glass ceiling, and it seems like Damian Priest is about to break through that glass ceiling as well. How much of it is genuine, I want to know. How much of it is genuine? I don't know. I don't really know. Because WWE really is in dire need of baby faces on this show. And besides Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle, who's stuck with Randy Orton and Rated RK, bro, they don't have any single baby faces in the main event scene at all besides Drew McIntyre. So I don't know what's going on. Again, if it's genuine or not, I'm just enjoying the ride, man. Priest has it all. He's great in the ring. He's got great size. For a guy his size, he moves as well as he does. He's got great look. He's got great promo ability. He's believable. He's got it all. He's got a great entrance. I don't know why you would not be giving this guy a shot at the top. And I hope that's exactly where they're going with him. Now, for a one-on-one match, I would love to see a one-on-one match with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, just because of what happened here. Sheamus was involved, but I want to see a one-on-one match between these two. I do not want to see Damian Priest and Bobby Lashley, because if Bobby Lashley is wrestling Damian Priest, yes, they could go to a fuck finish. Yes, they could do an interference. But that's not what we want if we're watching a pay-per-view. We want clean victories. Clean victories are going to get people over. Bobby Lashley is in no way, shape, or form losing, especially before Bill Goldberg. No way losing that WWE Championship. So putting him in a match with Damian Priest is almost guaranteeing that Damian Priest is going to suffer a loss, and we should not be booking losses for someone as hot as Damian Priest right now. You need to keep that train rolling. And I hope that they do that. I really, really do. Now, what I find funny is how WWE loves to pick and choose what they do. They gave Damian Priest 20 minutes to pin Drew McIntyre, but Bianca Belair gets buried in 6 seconds at fucking SummerSlam. I don't understand it. So WWE loves to pick and choose what they do with their champions. One week they want to make someone look great via in-ring action. The other week they want to bury somebody. Here, I thought the way WWE gets their champions over is by burying them in 6 seconds, just like Bianca Belair. I'm glad they didn't go that route with Drew McIntyre. Excellent match, and Damian Priest is on his way to be a big, big deal on Monday night. And it's a great thing to see. It's refreshing. And I just wish the other fucking 2.5 hours of this show were just as refreshing as Damian Priest. So we go from that, and we have Goldberg. We have a roving reporter interviewing Bill Goldberg outside of his garage. I wish he'd stay there. He said he has ligament damage and needs knee surgery. Does that answer your question? I don't really care. Then he said, listen, I just left the house and his son and his shoulder is in rough shape. He said the objective has changed. He says he's not coming for the WWE title. He's coming for Lashley's soul, and he plans to rip it out of his chest. So let me tell you something. Bill Goldberg has ligament damage and needs knee surgery. Are we supposed to believe Bill Goldberg is supposed to get knee surgery and then jump right into the ring on October 22nd to wrestle Bobby Lashley? How serious is this ligament damage, and how serious is this knee surgery? If it keeps him out for 12 months, God bless our souls. We don't have to watch Bill Goldberg wrestle. I don't know who would want to watch, let alone book, Bill Goldberg in a fucking match after what we saw at SummerSlam. That match was every bit of atrocious that I could possibly tell you guys. Awful. The man deserves nothing, and he should not be anywhere near a ring. Go take care of your son, Bill. I think that's the more important thing. Reginald walked through a park. He was wearing his 24/7 title. I'm sure he picks up a lot of dates with that 24/7 title. Reggie. He's growing up, and he's living the dream, and he's traveling the country. He turned and saw R-Truth, and R-Truth was kneeling down, and it looked to be, and it was, somebody wearing a dog outfit. Somebody was dressed in a dog costume, and R-Truth was kneeling down, pretending to feed this obviously human being dressed in a dog outfit. Now, I am always honest with you guys. I would never lie. I would never bullshit you guys. I actually laughed at the visual of Akira Tozawa kneeling down on all fours in a fucking doggy costume as R-Truth was pretending to feed him doggy treats. For some reason, I laughed at this. Now, there may be something mentally wrong with me, but I usually don't laugh at these 24/7 title segments. I laughed at this segment. Just the visual of R-Truth kneeling down, feeding Tozawa, who was dressed in a dog outfit, feeding him doggy treats. So, Reggie threw a frisbee at the dog, then fled into the playground area, flipping and diving. And then he flipped over them, over a hill, and then onto the playground equipment. Truth sent the dog, a.k.a. Tozawa, running after Reginald, who flipped over them and avoided Truth and, flipping away with more acrobatics. Akira Tozawa pulled the dog head off of himself and told Truth that he told him the costume wouldn't work. Truth said every dog has its day, but he said he didn't act enough like a dog. Tozawa left. If I gave you mental brain damage by reading this segment and reviewing this segment, I apologize in advance. This is what happened on Monday Night Raw, and I feel sorry for myself that I have to cover such trash on Monday. This is how I spend my Monday night. This is how I spend my Monday night, folks. Don't ever say I never did anything for you. You better fucking appreciate it. I'll tell you that right now. Eva Marie. We go from fucking dog costumes and doggy snacks. Reggie? To Eva Marie. DouDrop and Eva Marie, man. Oh, God. So we got a video package on the short history of DouDrop and Eva Marie. DouDrop then made her way to the ring. She skipped to the ring and acted very childlike. And DouDrop attacked Eva from behind, body slammed her, and then landed a senton splash. Eva sat up. DouDrop splashed her once again and made a mock cover. Now, this happened all before the bell, and she made a mock 3 count. 1, 2, 3. The match never started. And the ref told Mike Rome that Eva Marie is unable to compete tonight. And as a result of the pre-match attack, and then DouDrop goes on the microphone and said, and the winner is DouDrop. The winner is not Eva Marie. I'd love to ask somebody in management why they think Eva Marie on Monday Night Raw is quality entertainment. Eva Marie may be the worst professional wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. She may be the worst professional wrestler out of any professional wrestlers that I've ever laid eyes on or called matches for. How this woman has a fucking contract and is able to monetarily support herself via this industry is fucking amazing in itself. I don't understand why this woman, who looks utterly ridiculous, she doesn't even look like a professional wrestler with what she wears to the ring. I don't know whether she's fucking part of Blue Man Group or if she's a professional wrestler, man. What type of outfits is she wearing? Looks like she's mixing night gear or nightwear to the pro wrestling world. She's got this skin-tight outfit on. I don't even know how the fuck she maneuvers in it. Now, I mean, there's nothing left to the imagination, but that's all she is. She wears these outfits, these fucking skin-tight, skimpy outfits, so the simps and the geeks fucking have their mouth watering. That's why she's there. This is Johnny Laurinaitis, head of talent relations. This is his vision for professional wrestling in the women's division. And DouDrop, she didn't even get a fucking victory here. Now, victory over Eva Marie would do nothing for her career, so it's not bothering me in the least. But what's bothering me is that Eva Marie is on the show, and she's constantly in headlines, match graphics. She should be in the unemployment line. I don't advocate for people losing their job, but my God, man, I'd throw a fucking parade down the goddamn street if Eva Marie lost her job. What a waste. What a fucking waste. Oh, but she's hot, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't watch pro wrestling to watch hot women. I watch pro wrestling because I like the combat essence of the sport. If I want to watch women wrestle, I will gladly take Sasha Banks and Bayley and Io Shirai. I don't need Eva Marie to think hot. Io Shirai is a beautiful woman. Sasha Banks, Bayley. Give me Alexa Bliss. I don't need Eva Marie. And where's Toni Storm? 6 weeks off of SmackDown and no Toni Storm. I wonder why, Bruce. Does she not fit your criteria? Does she not look like Lana? I'm sorry, Bruce. 6 weeks. Where is she? It's about time we call the fucking, the people to go look for her. Go call the police department, man. We got a missing person in Toni Storm. This was a waste of everybody's time. Karrion Kross is another fucking tremendous loser on this show. Kross made his entrance and he wore the Shredder Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think he's going to pick a fight with Master fucking Splinter, Karrion Kross. He wore the mask. You know, I don't get this, man. I really don't. This is the second week in a row. I figured after the first week they'd get the fucking hint. They'd get the point. They'd get the clue. I guess our laughter and our memes on social media did nothing. Apparently WWE thinks this is the way to go for marketing Mr. Karrion Kross. He comes out looking like fucking Super Shredder. And last week I did the Vanilla Ice Ninja rap. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Apparently, it made the rounds on social media, and that's all they clipped. There was no context to the fucking clip. They didn't really tell anybody. They only clipped it to make me look like a fool, but there was no context to what they clipped. Here I am talking about Karrion Kross looking like a fucking Ninja Turtle, coming out looking like Super Shredder. All I'm wondering is where's Bebop and Rocksteady? Where's the fucking Foot Clan with this guy? Karrion Kross looks like a loser, man. You can send this to Kevin Castle. Oh, Kevin Castle says, I love Kevin Castle, man. He busts my balls better than anybody, man. He says, did you give the Viking Raiders this type of grief when they were doing their Viking skit? Yeah, Kev, here's the thing. Karrion Kross looks like a fucking loser. Karrion Kross looks like a fucking jobber. When the Viking Raiders did their war, and they were doing their Viking horns and shit, they looked cool doing it. They didn't put them in fucking masks. Triple H didn't put them in fucking masks. You know what Triple H did with the Viking Raiders to really embellish the fucking Viking essence that the the War Raiders? They had tribal drums playing at TakeOver when they came out to wrestle Aleister Black and Ricochet at TakeOver New York. He went about it in the most mature and cool way. What is Bruce and Vince McMahon doing with Karrion Kross? They hide his face in a fucking mask, and then they put fucking suspenders on him, and they make him into a cosplay fucking pencil neck geek, Steve Urkel. And I'm supposed to sit here and support this guy who, by himself, for the last 2 years, looked like a fucking menace with his hot blonde wife. They say it's about marketing. They want to market Karrion Kross. Let's put a mask on him and hide his face. Let's put him in suspenders and make him into a fucking gladiator. You do realize that none of this is needed. You do realize that this is not marketing 101. This is embarrassment 101. I don't need to put Karrion Kross in a fucking mask. I don't need to put Karrion Kross in a goddamn suspenders. Okay? I don't need him to be a Roman gladiator. What type of bullshit is this? Then you got people actively defending this shit online. Oh, you're being too hard on it. Why are you complaining about it? You think you could do better than Vince McMahon? Yeah, I do. I think I prove that every fucking week. Right here, I do. You know how you market Karrion Kross? This may go over your head. This may go way over your head, man. This may be too smart for most of the people in the community. You know how you market Karrion Kross? You send him out there with his hot blonde wife. That's what you do. You have him out there with Scarlett, who sings his theme music, and you do the lights, and you do the smoke, and then you have her walk to the ring, and then people are like, who's the blonde? Who's following behind in the smoke? And out from the smoke comes the fucking monster, Karrion Kross. Was that not enough marketing for you? How we market Karrion Kross is with his wife, Scarlett. I don't understand it. That's all you needed to do. That was your one-way ticket to making money. That was your one-way ticket to making him a main event guy on day one. What did you do on day one? You sent him out there as NXT champion to lose to Jeff Hardy in 90 seconds. And now he's feasting on guys like Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo. Who gives a shit? All anybody is talking about how fucking lame this guy looks now with the mask and with the suspenders. Then I gotta hear people, oh, be patient, it's coming, it's coming. Where? Where is it coming? All I heard for weeks, he was gonna go on a losing streak, and he was gonna be down on himself, and the one person to change his luck around was gonna be Lady Scarlett, who comes from the fucking lower bowels of the fucking darkness. That she was gonna come from. Where is she now? All I read is that she's not medically cleared. Medically cleared to do what? What is she not medically cleared for? To stand there? To stand there and be a part of the act. You know why she's not medically cleared? Because you fucking fools opted to put her in a ring. She probably got hurt in a random dark match on SmackDown. That's what you get. Now you're 0 for 2 instead of being perfect with Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Because both of them are now losers. Shit sucks. Shit is ridiculous, man. Karrion Kross defeated Humberto Carrillo in 4 seconds. Might as well be 4 seconds. 4 minutes. Saito suplex. And the cross jacket for the tap out win. Where's this guy gonna go? This guy ain't factoring into any main events for the WWE title. The ceiling for Kross on Monday Night Raw is the United States Championship. Sorry to break your little hearts. There's no way this guy's winning the WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley is going to own that main event scene for the next, what is it, September? September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 8 months. Good luck. By that time, Kross may be completely irrelevant. United States Champion, that is it. He beats Priest for the United States Championship, and then Priest goes on to the main event. 4 minutes, he beats Humberto. Backstage, Riddle says he's always had a hard time putting his resume together because he's somebody that has many hobbies. Plus, I went to high school and graduated, bro. Oh, yeah? So did I. Orton asks if he's sure about that. He says the only thing he needs to be good at today is being his tag team partner. He said if he does his part, they'll be fine. Riddle then went back to listing what he's good at, motorbiking, talking to the babes. I don't really think you should be mentioning that, Mr. Riddle, being that you just had a court case dropped against you with somebody by the name of Candy Cartwright and a speaking out movement that exposed you for cheating on your wife. He's good at talking to the babes, really? Getting a tan, being fast, being slow. Orton then walked away. Riddle says, I'm good at growing, too. I used to be really small, and now I'm big. Just like how I was in the beginning of the podcast. I went from small to big. People listening on iTunes, you're probably wondering what the fuck's going on. Yeah, you got to watch the YouTube. You got to watch the YouTube show. Humberto got 4 minutes with Kross. Is the one who got Bianca 4 seconds. Yes. Sorry, Jesse. Yes. Yes, this will never go away. 4 seconds and Bianca Belair will never go away, man. Humberto got more time against Kross than Bianca Belair got against Becky Lynch. Just let that sink in. Let that sink in. Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax. I don't believe this match got 14 minutes. This match got 14 minutes too much. I don't know why Nia Jax is on the show. You know, they do own a performance center. I hope you guys know that. You know, the performance center exists to train professional wrestlers in WWE. They train them and mold them and get them right before they step in between those ropes and step into that squared circle. I'd love to know how many days Nia Jax has used the WWE Performance Center. I'm going to say a whopping 0. 0. I'd love to know who trained her. She was probably so fucking terrible that they all ran away in terror because she was so untrainable and so terrible. Nia Jax is fucking awful. Awful. Just like Eva Marie, I don't know why. Actually, I do know why she's got a contract, but I don't know why, at the same time, why she has employment with this company. I don't. Now, I'm not the biggest Charlotte Flair fan. You guys know me. You guys know me in Charlotte. I hate the Android. You guys will soon have the Android in chat that you guys can have fun with. Every time we talk about Charlotte Flair, you'll be getting an Android with blonde hair. A robot with blonde hair. I'm no Charlotte Flair fan, man, but though she's overrated, Charlotte Flair is still a great professional wrestler. Even Charlotte Flair could not bring Nia Jax to a match that was at least tolerable. There's one point in this match where Nia Jax dropped Charlotte on her head. I don't remember what it was from. Maybe it was a power bomb or a choke slam. My memory is very fuzzy. You can't blame me. I mean, look who's in the fucking ring. But either way, the moral of the story is Nia Jax dropped Charlotte Flair on her head. And it's to me, I swear to God, it looked like it became a shoot fight for a little bit. Now, I don't know if Charlotte's hurt, but I know she didn't appreciate Nia Jax dropping her on her head. Charlotte almost became another victim of Nia Jax. That wouldn't have been pretty. So it looked like they were going blow for a little bit, and they were shooting on each other. So we're going to commercial break. They are battling back and forth. Jax powered out of a figure 4 attempt, sending Charlotte hard into the corner turnbuckles. The ref checked on her. She was selling the spot against the turnbuckle. Jax delivered a power bomb for the clean win, and they showed Charlotte standing up eventually and putting her belt over her shoulder. Nia Jax pins Charlotte Flair clean on Monday Night Raw. I have a problem with champions losing clean on Monday Night Raw, on SmackDown, in WWE in general. Who made Nia Jax the number 1 fucking contender? Didn't we have Alexa Bliss come out, skip into the ring with fucking the doll, Lily the doll? I'd much rather see that than Nia Jax. I do. Because I know at least Alexa will put some effort into what she's doing in the ring. And Charlotte is very manageable working with Alexa Bliss. But Nia Jax pinned the newly crowned Raw Women's Champion clean on Raw. Why? Because WWE needs a number 1 contender as we go to Extreme Rules. They need a championship match at Extreme Rules, and they don't have any other women on the show worth anything. Rhea Ripley and Nikki Trash have already had their feud with Charlotte. Shayna Baszler hasn't won a match since February. You got DouDrop and Eva Marie. Those two aren't going to be in title contention. You got Alexa Bliss and then Nia Jax. Who's WWE going to push over Nia Jax or Shayna Baszler? One or the other. Who's going to get the preferential treatment? It's going to be Nia Jax, just based on who she is and who she's related to. Shayna Baszler ain't getting a fucking title match against Charlotte Flair, even though we all want her to get one. And we want her to be better off. But WWE has nobody else. I just named everybody in the fucking division. It's either Alexa or it's Nia. So they're going with Nia. Maybe we get Alexa in Saudi. I don't know. Maybe Alexa wins the Queen of the Ring tournament that's supposed to be rumored coming to the WWE. I don't know. But we got Nia Jax pinning Charlotte Flair clean because they need a number one contender. Fuck winning matches against everybody else in the goddamn division to become the number one contender. Let's go right for the champion. Beat the champion. Get the pay-per-view match. Charlotte just won the championship. You made a big deal out of it, and here she is losing. This is why nobody takes her seriously. What was all this jazz that she cut last week about celebrating and becoming the champion and nobody's better than her and no one's going to touch her? She shows up the next week and loses clean. Why would anybody even dare take any words out of this woman's mouth serious again? And don't you think this makes Nikki Ash look like shit? Nikki Ash beat Charlotte Flair only for Charlotte to win the championship back and further proves that Nikki can't get the job done against Charlotte, but Nia Jax can. There you go, Nikki. I hope your fucking 15 minutes of fame was fun. Now you're fucking hanging around in the mid-card with Rhea Ripley while Nia Jax gets preferential treatment on Monday night. Awesome. This match was a goddamn embarrassment, man. Tells everything you need to know about what happened on Monday Night Raw tonight. John Morrison was supposed to have a match with The Miz tonight, but Miz ran back to Hollywood. He says he was going to prove in his match tonight against The Miz that he is the bigger man, and he still wants to prove that. WWE had advertised this match literally on Tuesday last week after Monday Night Raw went off the air. I believe they even might have announced it during the show last week, only to change it this week. This show definitely underwent rewrites on Monday afternoon. Definitely. I would not be surprised if this show got a rewrite on Monday afternoon. Maybe they're saving this for the pay-per-view. Maybe they're saving this for Extreme Rules because in the manner that The Miz turned on John Morrison, maybe they want to make it extreme. Drip sticks and fucking water balloons and rubber duckies and fucking inflatable dolls and kiddie pools. Give me a break. So the camera panned over to show Omos after Morrison asked and was granted a match against the largest human being he said he knows. And Omos looked at John Morrison, looked down at him actually, and said, "It's going to suck to be you." John Morrison says, yes, it does. Not because he's wrestling Omos, because he's on Monday Night Raw. John Morrison versus Omas. If you thought the Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair match was bad, man, oh my goodness. I laugh. You know, I make fun of him. I make fun of him on the daily. I make fun of him regularly. I make fun of Braun Strowman and the Strowman Express. I actually did the Strowman Express in this very chair, and I fell on my ass doing it live on a live stream, and it went viral on social media. I don't care. It's the randomness of this show that I like. I make fun of Braun Strowman, man, but you do realize that WWE fired Braun Strowman for two reasons. Number one, he was making over $1 million undeservedly. He ain't worth $1 million. And number two, WWE has the giant Omas. What do they need giant or the monster among men, Braun Strowman, for when they got somebody who is just as bigger actually than Braun Strowman? He isn't really the monster among men. He's not the biggest guy on the show anymore. So why do they need Braun Strowman when they have somebody bigger than Braun Strowman who could do Braun Strowman-like things and be paid a fourth of what Braun Strowman was making? That's why they got rid of him. But I will say this, man. Braun Strowman never fucked up like Omos did here tonight against John Morrison. This was embarrassing. And for everybody claiming they want to see an Omos singles run, and they want to see Omos break out on his own, and you got to hear the announcers say Omos is devastating. Who can stop the giant Omos? You know who's going to stop the giant Omos? Omos. Because he's not physically capable of going in the ring. You're looking at the next great Khali on Monday Night Raw. The Performance Center exists, man. Go. Go. Every scheduled day off that you have and you're in the Orlando area, I'd be calling the secretary at the front desk. You better be scheduling a fucking training session with Matt Bloom, motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. This was, as far as what he is concerned, as a professional wrestler, this was embarrassing. Can you imagine watching this at home? Man, I turned my head away in sheer embarrassment watching this match. Awful. Absolutely fucking awful. Morrison made his ring entrance. Morrison cartwheel kicked Omos, charged at him. Omos was obviously out of position. So when Morrison went to go do what he had to do, he stumbled there and he stood frozen because Omos was not in the proper positioning for what John Morrison was set up to do. Omos went to ringside. He threw Morrison into the ringside steps. Morrison avoided them and launched himself off the steps with a flip. He stumbled and Omos was once again, I don't know what he was doing or what he was going to do. Was he going to catch him? Was he going to clothesline him? He was clearly out of position. Fucking Morrison flipped over the steps, stumbled, and fell backwards as if Omos hit him. It's like he was fighting an imaginary fucking ghost. John Morrison. He might have been better off fucking doing whatever he does, flips and dives and fucking all this other jumpy shit that he does with nobody in the ring. It would have been that much more impressive. But being that you had Omos standing there, like, Omos! Omos! Standing there like a complete fucking idiot. This was bad. This was bad. Omos threw Morrison back into the ring after this major botch. Then he let out a big... whatever the fuck he did. Then he lifted him by his skull, slammed him down very recklessly, and that was it. 1, 2, 3. Omos wins in 3 minutes. An arduous task to get through this fucking show, folks. You know, I thought John Morrison was going to split from The Miz and be a little bit more serious, man. He looked like a complete fucking geek in this match. You know what I'm upset about? The fact that John Morrison deserves a lot better than what he's getting. What is his wife doing down in NXT? They're both just wasting away. Man, I hope that WWE money is really, really good. I hope when we fucking complain about the way you're being treated, you go on social media and call us ingrates. And call us fucking, you know, whatever WWE performers usually do and shit on the fan base because we fucking care about how you're being creatively booked. Oh, but I'm making money. Oh, but I have 4 yachts. Oh, but my bank statement and my check is fucking not the loser. Like Zelina Vega. Oh, my bank account is winning. Meanwhile, you can't win a fucking match and you're awful at what you do. You're lucky your husband is a fucking superstar. You serious? His wife, Morrison, is in the middle of nothing. Finally, she made an attempt to challenge Raquel Gonzalez on NXT. I don't know where that's going. And John Morrison, man, this guy is on fucking Monday Night Raw with rubber duckies, drip glasses. He's got fucking Nerf squirt guns. And he calls himself Johnny Drip Drip. The only drip I want is when I turn my Keurig on at 10 o'clock in the morning when I wake up. That's the only drip I want. I don't want to see it on Monday night. This guy should go back to Johnny Mundo. Go back to the Johnny Mundo that we loved in Lucha Underground. Somewhat still cringe when he did some shit over there. But when he was with his wife, they were a formidable duo. What are we doing here? The match with The Miz is not going to make it any better. What it should do is snap him out and really break him out to be a serious guy. WWE talent is just lost. And then we're the bad guys. The fans are the bad guys. Who are you to say? You've never been in a ring before. Oh, I just bought myself a Ferrari. I don't give a fuck what you do with your money. You're being booked like a fucking comedy clown on Monday Night Raw. If you don't see it, God bless. You're having a good time. You're having a good time. It's great. I'm sorry. I didn't know people got into the wrestling business to fucking live like a comedy geek. I would think people get into the business to win championships and be taken considerably serious. Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles. You know what I was thinking about when I watched this match? This would be a great final for the King of the Ring. WWE does a King of the Ring tournament. Xavier Woods has talked about winning a King of the Ring. Make it happen, make it happen. This could be a final. This could be a final if we ever get there. And I wouldn't mind it. I've always said Xavier Woods is the most underrated guy in the New Day. Graves is talking up about Xavier's drive, and he always wants to prove he can stand on his own 2 feet. Sounds like a King of the Ring fucking qualifier to me. That's why it's in the notes. Maybe they're setting up for something. So, this wasn't bad. I mean, I like these two guys. I just throwing them into a random match isn't really doing much of anything. I mean, the fuck is going on here? Styles won clean. He made Woods tap out with a calf crusher. That's pretty much all it was. There wasn't anything too serious here. But then after that, we got a match. And we got, after Omas wrestled against John Morrison, AJ Styles, he wrestled Xavier Woods. But as far as that is concerned, we went right into Riddle and Randy Orton. Riddle and Randy Orton came out, and Styles celebrated with Omos. Riddle's music played. Orton took over, and they headed to the ring. Styles and Omos looked on. Looks like they're still teasing a back and forth between these two tag teams. Styles climbed onto the announce desk. He was talking shit. And we got to the main event. Matt Riddle and Randy Orton versus AJ Styles and Omas for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Now, I got news on Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, surprised he was not buried or squashed on this show for his comments, but it is very refreshing to hear somebody just be so unfiltered when he's talking about someone in the WWE. Matt Riddle says Roman Reigns doesn't move the needle. He thinks he could beat him in a real fight. I think Matt Riddle would be able to tap Roman Reigns out legitimately in a shoot fight in about, I'd say, 90 seconds or so. Give or take. Maybe 2 minutes, tops. Matt Riddle is a legit motherfucker, man. There's nobody on that roster that's going to go toe-to-toe if you're only Brock Lesnar, maybe Bobby Lashley, but outside that, man, Matt Riddle is one tough motherfucker. But he said Roman Reigns doesn't move the needle. Roman Reigns doesn't move the needle. Nobody moves the needle, Mr. Riddle. So Riddle was asked about the success of Saturday's SummerSlam in Las Vegas, as it broke several records that nobody cares about. WWE actually lied about their attendance record, so every other record that they said that they broke, I don't believe. He stated that he thinks RK Bro played a factor in it, but disagreed with Reigns taking credit for all of the success as he main evented the show in a match with John Cena with the Universal title on the line. Many considered this to be one of the biggest matches the company booked for its calendar year, and it was. Now, Riddle started out by stating that Reigns is taking credit for it, and it's no different from people saying that they're a good parent. He thinks that if it's true, then your kids would tell you that. Riddle then ripped off a comment that Reigns made about CM Punk, where he noted the former WWE champion wasn't as over as The Rock or John Cena for the company when he was on top. He says, and I quote, when he's saying, acknowledge me, or I move the needle, no, you don't. You're related to The Rock. Shut up. Like, I'm not impressed. I can beat you up in a real fight, so shut your mouth. You're not moving needles. I'm the real stallion. RK Bro is moving the merch. We're moving the needle. And that's it. I don't want to say too much. I think you said more than you needed to here, Mr. Riddle, but who am I? I'm not trying to get in trouble, he says. Maybe a little bit too late for that. Hey, hats off to him. He's amazing at what he does. I do like what he does, but at the same time, it's like, get off your high horse. You're in that spot for a reason. You're not a bro. You're second generation, and I'm first generation. What is Randy Orton, his tag team partner? Third, fourth generation? Matt Riddle saying that was a ballsy fucking comment. That was a ballsy comment by Matt Riddle. It is very refreshing to see somebody. Now, I think Matt Riddle was actually in character here. I don't think WWE is going to bring him down. Maybe we see these two somewhere down the line. Maybe Matt Riddle was planting some seeds via WWE. Roman Reigns ain't losing that championship. There's rumors that Roman Reigns and The Rock is not happening at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns, by the way, who is just now eclipsed 365 days as Universal Champion. You know what? Let's add on another 365 days to his overall title reign. He's not losing the championship. He should not lose the championship. Roman Reigns is not losing, period. But if Matt Riddle ends up being one of the guys that Roman Reigns beats, and this is brought up in whatever they future possibly do, then I'm all for it. This may be them planting seeds for something that we see way down the line, man. Now we just got to let it grow and mature. But I don't think Matt Riddle's going to get in trouble here, man. I think Matt Riddle has kind of broken through, he's cracked that glass ceiling. He's cracked it a little bit. He's about to break through, which is great. It's a great thing to see. Good for him. He's incredibly entertaining. He's exactly what they want. He's great in the ring. He's an entertainer. He's funny. Some of it's cringy sometimes, but I'm happy for his success. I really am. And I love to see guys like that who grew up in the NXT system, were indie, breaking it through in WWE. I don't think this is going to get him in trouble. If he continued on to where he was, saying that he doesn't move needles and he's not legit and he's not a real stallion and all this other stuff, shut your mouth. If he continued on, he may have gotten in trouble. And clearly he's not in trouble. He got the winning fall over MVP tonight. But I think Matt Riddle may be planting some seeds. But it's nice to know, man. It's refreshing to see somebody, kind of in character, but then kind of not, shooting the shit. It's very refreshing. So good on Matt Riddle, man. We need more of that. We need more Matt Riddle and people like him in WWE doing promos and interviews like this. I don't know why this was a match. I don't know why we see MVP wrestle. I don't. Why do we need to see MVP wrestle on the show? Nobody cares to see MVP wrestle on Monday Night Raw. He's only wrestling because they have nobody else on the fucking roster and they got to fill 3 hours of god-awful television. So we got MVP and Bobby Lashley wrestling for the tag team championships in the main event against Rated RK Bro. So Orton made a hot tag, hit MVP with some clotheslines, typical Orton punches in the corner, a power slam. Orton set up for the RKO, but decided to give Lashley a draping DDT instead. MVP kicked Orton, sent him into the post. Lashley tagged in, worked over Orton until Riddle tagged himself in. Riddle hit a Pele kick, kind of missed it, but hit a Pele kick. Ripcord knee, floating bro. MVP broke up the cover by stomping on Riddle's foot. Lashley went after Orton on the outside, but Orton shoved him into the post. Omas put his hands on Orton, but Riddle saved him by drop kicking Omas. Styles went after Orton, but Orton dropped him on the announce table. Riddle gave MVP the floating bro for the 1-2-3, and the crowd popped big for the win. As Riddle celebrated, Lashley speared him. Lashley was about to do more, but Orton gave him an RKO, and Orton stood with Riddle as the show went off the air. So by the way the show ended, it looks like we may be getting Randy Orton versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. It's legitimately all over the place. WWE looked like they had a clear direction last week on Monday Night Raw. This week, I don't know where the tag team championships sit. I don't know where the United States Championship sits. I don't know where the WWE Championship sits. After last week, we looked at maybe Damian Priest versus Bobby Lashley. Maybe Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. Maybe a rematch between Rated RK Bro, AJ, and Omas. Maybe. Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. Happening in Extreme Rules. Street Profits versus the Usos. It's easy to know where they're going on SmackDown. It's not easy to know where they're going on Monday night. After this week, I honestly think I would not be shocked if the news reports state that there was a massive rewrite and Vince McMahon ripped up the script before Monday Night Raw. I would not be shocked because that's exactly the way this show looked. That's exactly what was portrayed on this show tonight. Why does Orton get a WWE Championship match if that's the case? Clearly, they're setting it up. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre? Fine. If that's going to get Damian Priest to the next level, so be it. But what do you do with the tag team championships? Who are going to take the tag team championships off of Matt Riddle and Randy Orton? T-Bar and Mace? The Viking Raiders? Who else is on the show? Ali and Mansoor? Jinder and Veer? Veer and Shanky? Look at their tag team division. Every single pay-per-view, we get some Raw matches and we get some SmackDown matches. The difference in importance and the difference in focus and the difference, and SmackDown isn't even all that good. I don't want to sit here and pretend that SmackDown doesn't suck either. They very much do suck, but they just got the better roster. The difference is clear as day, what's happening on these shows. But Monday Night Raw and SmackDown aren't the same show. Monday Night Raw is not the A show anymore. SmackDown is. They got a piece to Fox. Now they're pissing on USA Network, and they're pissing USA Network off. Why are these shows so vastly different? Why is SmackDown loaded and we're not? Why does SmackDown have Becky, Roman, and Lesnar, and we got McIntyre and fucking Veer and Shanky and Jinder? I don't know where they're going, man. Like I said, last week, they had somewhat of a direction coming out of SummerSlam. This week, they look like they blew it all up. And I don't know why. I got news on Keith Lee. Keith Lee, apparently, is getting a repackaging with a new character and a possible heel turn. Now, in the latest Observer, Dave Meltzer had a small update here. Says the idea behind bringing him to TV every Monday and Friday is that they want to change Lee's style and give him a new character, so they want him to practice in front of fans. Lee's been getting babyface reactions during these dark matches, but sources say that Vince McMahon has considered turning him into a monster heel. Lee returned a few weeks ago after being sidelined with health issues following a stint with COVID-19, and he battled heart issues from complications of the virus. So we are repackaging Limitless Keith Lee. I didn't know Keith Lee needed a repackaging. You know, this is another case like Karrion Kross. All you needed to do was take what Triple H did and move it to the main roster. That's all you needed to do. Here they changed Kross. They made him into fucking Super Shredder. I'm waiting for fucking Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Leonardo to fucking come out of a sewer somewhere and take this guy down in the back streets of New York City. I'm waiting for April O'Neil to come out and interview this guy and ask him why he's such a fucking loser. I'm waiting for Master Splinter to be sitting there fucking palming his face while Michelangelo stuffs fucking pizza in front of Super Shredder. All you needed to do was take and apply. What was wrong with the original Keith Lee that we saw win both the NXT and North American championships in NXT? Was that Keith Lee too indie for you? Was that Keith Lee too limited for you? Did that Keith Lee resemble somebody who was out of shape? Not really what you wanted body type? Body-wise? Was he not toned enough? Was he fat, Bruce? No, but here we are changing his style. So they're going back to doing what they wanted to do with Keith Lee and they're changing his style. They tried to change his style the first time while keeping him a babyface. They wanted him to work like Big Show. They wanted him to work like Kane. They wanted him to work like Mark Henry. How good did that work out? You didn't like what he did there either. But why do we need to change Keith Lee? You know what brought Keith Lee to the dance is what he did in NXT. The fact that he's a 350-pound guy who moves like a fucking cruiserweight. That's what brought Keith Lee to the dance. Now you want to take that away from him. So exactly, Vince and Bruce, what remains of Keith Lee after you take all of that away from him, after everything that he did to make him stand out and be original? He's going to be nothing. He's going to be a product of Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard, and products of Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard as of late are nothing but failures. Look at Cross. That's example A. Look at Ricochet. Look at Humberto. Look at Adam Cole that you let walk away. Adam Cole, who should have been the face of this company, you let walk away without even offering him a contract. Where's Tony Storm? Look at what you did to Bianca Belair. The list goes on and on. The list goes on and on, folks. I could sit here all day. But Keith Lee needs to be repackaged, turn him into a heel. You know, you do realize that you have no baby faces on this show, but you want to turn this guy into a fucking monster heel. Maybe this comes after the draft and they load Monday Night Raw up with baby faces for this monster heel Keith Lee to work with. I don't know. But I'm looking at the now. There's no baby faces on this show outside of Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. And you've wasted this guy and all of his 2021. That's what you've done. They should be fucking ashamed of themselves. I would not be surprised if Keith Lee doesn't work out and then gets released because Nick Khan says more budget cuts are coming. Speaking of Adam Cole apparently is finished with WWE. Not only did he take all references of WWE out of his Twitter profile, he is now 100% a free agent. He is able to speak to other companies right now, and he's expected to field offers. Mike Johnson at PW Insider states that WWE sent out an internal memo telling everybody in management and every department that they have that Adam Cole is no longer with WWE. Now, there were a bunch of fucking geeks online arguing about who broke this story first, who cited who didn't cite the right source, what's right and what's wrong. My question is, who gives a shit? Number one. Number two, where the fuck is he going? That's all I give a shit about. And number three, the most important question of all, because I think this is very pertinent to the situation, and it really embellishes how fucked up WWE is when you have somebody the caliber of Adam Cole, who is employed to your company, who, by the way, was able to walk away from the company, but did not, and did the humanitarian thing to do, and stay with your company and tell Triple H, listen, Paul, I don't have a contract, but I'm willing to stay because I love you. Handshake deal, stayed with the company, worked TakeOver, worked Kyle O'Reilly, and then went away. That's what he did. A model guy like Adam Cole, somebody who's probably one of the best pro wrestlers on the face of this planet, in the world. What I want to know is, did WWE offer this guy a contract? That's what I want to know. Go get your sources to go out there and get that news. Did WWE even attempt to sign this guy, or did he fall victim to the midget agenda that WWE is so vehemently against now? That's what I want to know. Did WWE offer Adam Cole a contract to stay? If they did, and he said no, fine. At least they tried, and Adam Cole looks like a fucking brilliant human being. But if they didn't, and they let him walk away because he's too vanilla, he's too indie, he's a midget, we can't push someone like that. We need guys that are 6'8" and look like Omas, that don't know how to spell the word wrestling. If that's the case, That's what I want to know. Because then that shows how fucking stupid WWE management is. That's the news I want. How do you own the WWE and you're a wrestling company? Because that's exactly what you are. No matter how many times you want to say you're not, that's exactly what you are. You're the biggest pro wrestling company in the world, and you don't want somebody who's top 5 easy in the world on your roster. Yeah, what a great image you got. What a great image WWE portrays itself to have in the pro wrestling landscape, where guys like Adam Cole are not good enough for WWE. Are you fucking serious? Guys like Adam Cole aren't offered a contract? Motherfucker, man, if I had a wrestling company and I had money to sign whoever the fuck I wanted and Adam Cole was a free agent, I would be on the phone with this. I'd be blowing this guy up like a fucking jaded ex. I'd be texting this guy day and night. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what I want. Somebody find that information out for me. All you fucking geeks are, who broke the store? Who gives a fuck? As long as he ends up in AEW, that's all I care about. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We're going to go over the super chats. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. That is your Monday Night Raw post show in a nutshell. Last call at the bar, man. Go get your drinks. AKA super chats. Get them in. I don't see 1,000 likes. The fuck is wrong with you guys? I do not see 1,000 likes here, man. There's 2,600 in the venue and we don't have 1,000 likes. Hit that thumbs up now. Right now. Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight, man. Sorry for the minor technical difficulties in the open of the show. How to fix the camera. I got this new Elgato camera, man. I wanted to use it ever since the day I bought it, but it doesn't work on my home PC. It does work on my laptop, but then it started lagging. Resolution was fixed. We fixed that in the beginning of the show. I did not have my music on in the beginning of the show. I actually had music playing. It wasn't coming through, so shout out to whoever said the music wasn't playing in the beginning of the show, because I would have never realized, and I would have started the show without any fucking sound. I wouldn't have started the show with any sound. But I thank you guys, man. So outside the minor technical difficulties, I think we had a good night. Man. Speaking of the camera, man, how do I look? Does the camera look good? Do I look better than normal? I had a shit day today, man. I was with my family in Delaware. Love seeing my family. I drove to Jersey from Delaware. It was longer than I anticipated it to be. I was hot. I was sweaty. It was a fucking ballsy day today. I get to the apartment. I want to trim my goatee because I'm looking a little too much like Brody Lee, God rest his soul. And I fuck up my beard, man. Fucked up one side of my face. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. I wanted my beard thick before I went to Chicago. So I had to trim it. So if everybody's saying I look like a baby face in the chat, it is what it is, man. It'll grow back in 2 weeks. I'll look like Luke Harper again. A lot of people are saying I look a little bit more glossed. Yes, because it's just a better camera. It's just a better camera, man. What do you expect? It's 60 frames per second, asshole. You want JD in 30 frames or you want JD in 60 frames? What do you want? So that's my story today, man. And then I went to my favorite sandwich shop. I forgot to put the most important ingredient on my fucking sandwich, man. I ordered it with no spicy mustard. I get home, there's no fucking spicy mustard. Anyway. That's my day, man. Listen, the beard looks sharp, okay? It's hot. Anyway, let's get into the super chats, man. Let me go over these super chats here. Got a couple that filtered in before the show. Captain Solo at $5 Super Chat. Knowing Vince McMahon's creative brain, Reggie will be the WWE champion within a year. Knowing this show, man, Reginald will definitely be WWE champion. Gregory Benson with a $4.99 Super Chat. Are you sure Karrion Kross is supposed to be a pro wrestler and not kidnapping April O'Neil? I'm just waiting for him to bring out the secret of the ooze, bro. Michelle Moran with a $2 Super Chat. Good U.S. title match. Drew seems lost in the mid-card. It's Drew's time to take a back seat and help others get over. And he's doing exactly that, man. Awesome match. Thank you, Michelle. D. Bastardo with a $5 Super Chat. When it comes to Vince McMahon's booking of blondes, he's all business from the waist up. That's probably the reason why Toni Storm is not on SmackDown. She's got a good everything, man. I don't know. If Toni Storm cannot make it in WWE based off her looks, man, she got it all. She got looks, she got wrestling ability. Come on, man, she's young. She's only 23 years old. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me with that shit, man. Thank you, Bastardo, with the $5 Super Chat, man. I appreciate you. Who else do we got here, man? Scrolling down. Where are you? Tony Brown with a $4.99 Super Chat. Wow, JD, I woke up and that WWE was on. Where's Wednesday night? Really awful wrestling. Still sucks. Cross is catering bound too. Cross isn't catering bound. He's just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bound. Triple H with a $5 Super Chat. Family drama last 2 days. Been really tough for me. Much love, brother. A laugh when I needed one. Stone Cold is my favorite ever. Price check on Jackass. They don't make them like Stone Cold anymore, bro. Triple H, I appreciate you, man. Cora with a $10 Super Chat. Why are champions losing and not losing the title? Champions should be undefeated and only lose when the title is on the line to try to keep the title relevant. Bro, listen, you ain't speaking this to me. I've said all this stuff already. Bruce Pritchard needs to understand this. But WWE blatantly shows you and tells you that they're champions and their championships mean nothing. That's why they do what they do. Metalhead for Life with a $9.99 Super Chat. You're the greatest of all. Thank you, Metalhead for Life. I appreciate you, bro. Munchie Time with a $9.99 Super Chat. I don't know why I try anymore. When we hear that song, we all know Raw was awful. Do we have Mean Marky D on a milk carton yet? LOL, all the best. Damn podcast in the IWC. Keep it up, bro. Munchie Time, I appreciate you, man. Mean Marky D will be making his return soon, man. When it comes, you'll know. You'll know. The Scorpio Prince with a $20 Super Chat. I need more ninja. Not enough ninja. Go, ninja. Go, ninja. Go. Keep up the good work, JD. Thank you, Scorpion Prince. Just Google Go Ninja Go or Vanilla Ice Ninja Rap. That's Karrion Kross. That's his new theme music. Mick Swagger with a $2 Super Chat. OTS fam chanting for Marky D. Did he get released? I don't know, man. Marky D will have a story to tell when he's back in the venue. But when you hear Marky D, you'll know. When you hear Marky D, it's going to be a big music night in the venue. I'm just letting you know right now. Jason Barker with a $5 Super Chat. You look like you sell cannolis in a Walmart as a sample. I don't know whether to take this as a compliment or this guy making fun of me. I sell cannolis in a Walmart. Your mother looks like she ate all the fucking cannolis, Jason Barker. Who the fuck are you talking to? Never mind the fucking cannolis, man. Your mother ate them all. I'm gonna give your sister my sweet cannoli filling. Okay? Fuck out of here. Lauren Hutton with a $5 super chat. New feuds headed into Extreme Rules and Keith Lee being booked as a monster heel. I'd be down for a Lashley and Orton feud if Orton wasn't tag champ. Yeah, worry about the tag team championships. The fuck you worry about the WWE championship for? You did nothing to even get a championship match. Oh, but he's Randy Orton. No. He took 8 months off, or 8 weeks off, and now he's back? Wins the tag team titles and now is the number one contender for the WWE title? Come on, man. Thank you, Lauren. Chris with a $19.99 super chat. What's up, JD? In my opinion, Lashley versus Goldberg for Saudi. Either we get Big E cashing in at Saudi and we get Big E versus Roman at Survivor Series, or we get Lashley versus Roman at Survivor Series and Big E holds onto Money in the Bank. I think Big E right now is lost. That's what I think. I'd give Big E the WWE Championship, but I don't know what they're doing with Lesnar being back, man. I really don't. I don't know. He's the wild card and everything. Thank you, Chris, for the $19.99 super chat, man. That's a lot of money. The Gary Sphere with the $2 super chat saying Mini JD looks like Humberto killed me. Mini JD. CJ the Lone Wolf with a $2 super chat. Hey JD, really been enjoying watching your streams. I appreciate you, CJ. Thank you so much, man. The Gary Sphere with another $2 super chat. Naperville or Schaumburg location for meet and greet. Schaumburg. I didn't know there was another one. It is the Granite City Brewing Company, or Granite City Brewery, in Schaumburg, in Chicago, for All Out. I hope you guys can attend. 8 p.m. Saturday, September 4th. I will tweet it out. I will Instagram it. You guys will know. Spencer Bailey with a $5 super chat. Nia Jax gave Charlotte that 3-piece combo with a biscuit. Large liquid death. Hashtag hands are certified. LOL. I got my liquid death right here. I love Liquid Death, man. I don't know why I can't get partnered by Liquid Death, man. Steven Larson were sponsored by Liquid Death. Where the fuck is my sponsorship? Maybe we should be tweeting Liquid Death about a fucking potential partnership here, man. Potential sponsorship. Buddy, you better be at the fucking meet and greet, bro. I don't know where the fuck you be. Granite City Brewery, Schaumburg, 8 p.m. Saturday after the Fan Fest. Come on now. Munchie time on a $9.99 super chat. Me, Marky D, and JD Swaggle versus the Great Khali and Stalker Ryan Satan for Titus World Famous Cookie Recipe in a chair on a pole match. The only way to win is to do a Braun impression and fall down. You're funny, Munchie time. Hologram with a $5 super chat. You killed me, Marky D. Where the fuck is this guy? Listen, Jesse, I don't need your fucking smart remarks via text, okay? Says, why would they sponsor me? I already shilled them for free. Motherfucker, I want some free fucking seltzer, okay? Hologram, thank you, brother. Me and Marky D will show up when the time is right, man. Just like CM Punk, give it time. You gotta be patient. Justin Smith with a $5 super chat. DWL, Duffy Wrestling League, is greater than WWE. Hashtag heels. I have not watched Heels yet. I don't have Stars Plus or Stars Premium or whatever the fuck it is, man. Too many subscriptions for me. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. JD, thoughts on WWE signing son of Bull Buchanan? I don't care. All I know is that Jimmy and Jay Uso's brother is in the Performance Center. That's all I care about. Another Anoa'i about to make it big. And then when, what's his name, is Jacob Fatu. When his contract is up, he'll be in WWE too, man. He'll be the next coming of Umanga. Ryan Cook with a $4.99 super chat. JD isn't getting that sponsorship from Roomba. No. Fuck Roomba. I prefer a fucking Hoover stand-up vacuum any day of the week, bro. New Mommy with a $4.99 super chat. I stopped watching Raw a year ago. Only watch AEW, NXT, and NXT UK, but I love your reviews. Truthful and hilarious. Keep up the great work. Thank you, New Mommy. I appreciate you. First time I'm seeing you in the super chats. Hopefully it's not the last time. Saints 2025 with a $4.99 super chat. Big fan of tag team wrestling. Makes watching Monday Night Raw draining. Yeah. The tag team ladder in WWE is embarrassingly bad. Raging Girl Gamer with a $4.99 super chat times 2. I'm starting to think JD loves Monday Night secretly. And Nia Jax pinning Charlotte. I don't know about that, man. I love both of them. Oh, it's so hard to choose. Yeah, you know what? You know what's easy to choose, Rage? Putting the bottle down. You know what's easy to choose, Rage? Walking out the door. I don't want you in the venue with these lame-ass comments, okay? You're a fan of Nia Jax? It's like telling me that you're a fan of fucking Truly Hard Seltzer. Or Bud Light Hard Seltzer. Or fucking Angry Orchard. Thank you for the $5 in super chat stuff. Appreciate it. Easy Mac with a $5 super chat. You ever think sometimes that Dolph Ziggler should get pushed again? No. He was the main event attraction years ago, and now he's just a boring mid-card has-been. Well, that's what happens when you rely on doing comedy at comedy clubs, man. And you want to stay amongst your friends. He could have been in AEW killing it. Could have the Nemeth brothers winning the tag team titles, man, but he's in WWE acting like a fool. Captain Solo with a $5 super chat. JD, who is the worst wrestler of these three? Billie Kay, Eva Marie, or Dana Brooke? Which of the three would you consider salvageable? Eva Marie is by far the worst, and Dana Brooke is the most salvageable. Omega Kong with a $4.99 super chat. Karrion Kross looks like he's about to do BDSM scenes. So much for ratings. Yeah. You type in Pornhub, I'm sure you'll see Karrion Kross in that section of the dark web. Grant LaPonder with a $5 super chat in Australian. WWE hitting new lows like usual and wrestlers with no direction. Listening to you, JD, is way better than 3 hours of a snore fest. Thank you. Grant, I appreciate you, bro. Raging Texas 85 with a $6 super chat. Hey, JD, me and my brother Tim have been fans of JD from NY206 since the early days of Off the Script. Pass us a couple of cold ones. Appreciate you and Tim, brother. Thank you so much, man. Jacob Donnelly with a $5 super chat. He simply says, please make the Omas impersonation permanent. A new one has been needed ever since Strowman left. Omas is terrible, man. He's terrible. Yes, the Omas impersonation will stay. Raging Texas with a $2 super chat. Raw probably better than melatonin, right? I don't need any fucking melatonin when I got Monday Night Raw, man. God Tongue. $2 super chat. Shaq is greater than Omas. Not even close, man. You ain't fucking kidding. Shaquille O'Neal is a better professional wrestler than Omas. Raging Texas with a $2 super chat. Sitting home with a dislocated knee. Pray for me. Sorry to hear that, Rage. Or Raging Texas. We already got one Rage in the chat. Now we got two Ragers in the chat. Get better, man. Vince McMahon with a $2 super chat. I will wrestle God inside a steel cage at WrestleMania. And I will not be watching or caring. $10 super chat from the Smelly Wrestling Geek. Can you smell what the geek is cooking, he says. I smell what Bruce is cooking. It's another shit edition of Monday Night Raw. Vince McMahon with $2 super chats. I'll never die. I will run WWE forever. And my son-in-law and I hate CM Punk. He's too small. Oh, we know, man. We know. Bulu Fatalu with a $5 super chat. What's up, brother? What, in your opinion, is John Cena's best year as a wrestler? Probably the year he did the United States Open Challenge. I love that. I thought that was great. Vince McMahon with a $2 super chat. I want Hulk Hogan back to wrestle Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I'm sure that will sell out 100,000 seats instantaneously, Vince McMahon. Creative genius is Vince McMahon in the chat. Jericho8131 with a $10 super chat. Have you seen the video of Cross asking why me to the CWC fans for chanting Hardy? And we want Scarlett at him after TakeOver went off the air. He's done. A 24/7 championship lies ahead in his future. I did not. Was he really crying? Why me? Why me? I don't know. Let's ask Bruce. You opted to go to WWE. I have not seen that, though. That's pretty sad. Gotham Guy with a $5 super chat. Let's take a trip down Speculation Town. Although it wasn't a squash, did the Flair loss have anything to do with her dad and what she said last night, or what he said last night on NWA? I would not put it past anybody. I don't even know what Ric Flair said. I thought he had nothing but praise for Vince McMahon and WWE. And if Charlotte losing had anything to do with that, I would not be surprised by that at all. WWE is known to be petty. Ric Flair's going to end up in AEW anyway, so Charlotte's going to be buried sooner rather than later. Issa in the chat with a $4.99 super chat. I had a bad day as well. This weekend can't come soon enough. See you Saturday. Roman says hi. I will see you Saturday. Can't wait. And the real tribal chief. Give him a kiss for me. He's the true head of the table. Thank you, Issa. Vince McMahon, I love Sable. I want to bring her back and push her. Thank you, Vince McMahon. Thank you for these terrible creative ideas. And thank you for your coffee money tomorrow. Alexis Vidales. Today was my birthday. Can you see any other way to end the day without watching Raw and tuning into the podcast? Much love, JD. I hope you didn't watch Raw. And happy birthday, Alexis. Everybody give Alexis birthday cake emojis in the chat. Happy birthday, Alexis. Jonathan Gastello with a $4.99 super chat. Papa Bruce, can you be so kind to give us more Omas and Charlotte matches? They're real ratings draws. Danny Hawkins with a $1.99 super chat. You can watch Heels on Hulu after the episode airs. Really? I did not know that. I'll have to tune into that. Me Wilson with a $49.99 super chat. And Me Wilson says, absolutely nothing. Me Wilson, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. That is it for the super chats, guys. I don't have much else to say or much else to do. I gave you everything I had tonight. But we're about to get out of here, man. We're about to get out of here. Again, I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Hanging out with me. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. They will not be present on Wednesday when I am live back here in the venue with AEW Dynamite. Jesse and I will be live. My wallet with a $10 super chat. Adam Cole is a big, strong man, he says. You're damn right he is, man. Adam Cole's a fucking beast. His girlfriend's the most over female in the business, and he's one of the best pro wrestlers on the planet. Who's better than Adam Cole? Nobody. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Jonathan Costello with a $4.99 super chat. Late edition. Just messing with you, brother. Much love and keep up the great work. And thanks to you, I don't have to watch Monday Night Cringe. As always, man, you know I got you. You know I got you. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you all hanging out with me, man. Follow me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. We are now verified on Twitter. Also on Instagram, I'm not verified, but follow me on Instagram as well, at JD from NY206. Make sure you guys go and hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on the bell for notifications. If you guys are going to be in Chicago for All Out, man, Schaumburg, the Granite City Brewery. Make sure you guys show up there, man. It's the Granite City Brewery in Schaumburg. Right after the Fan Fest, Saturday, September 4th, 8 p.m. I will be there with Jesse, and we will be drinking. It's going to be great. Make sure you show up. I'll tweet it out tomorrow just to make sure you guys are aware. Also, guys, go check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. Everything you need is on the homepage. drsquatch.com. Use code SCRIPT at checkout for 20% off. And go get your t-shirts, man. All right, underneath the video, you'll see the Bonfire shirts. Click it. It'll take you right to the website. And thank you guys for the best month ever that we've ever had. Not only the best August, but the best month ever of Off the Script. I'm getting out of here, guys. I got my cold beverage. I'm hitting the highway. I need two things from you. Number one, I need those guitar emojis in the chat. Number two, when that guitar solo comes on, I need that music on max. I'll see you guys on Wednesday with Jesse inside the venue for AEW Dynamite on Wednesday, and I'll see you guys later.